Sanchez again. Hold it. You're still sitting down, you're on a long train. I'm in the mood, I'm in the club, just wanna rock your body. I'm in the mood, I'm in the club, just wanna rock some.
Hello guys, welcome to Boxing Blog Center, the home of Nigerian African boxing. And please, if you're new to this channel, make sure you click the like and of course the subscribe button right now. We are live. We are live. Please, if you can hear me, leave yes on the live chat, please. If you can hear me, just say yes on the live chat right now so we can continue the show and begin with the show. We've got our brother on here, Adewale. We're gonna be talking about a very sensitive topic, a subject, because Efe Ajagba is fighting tomorrow night on the undercard of Fury versus Deontay Wilder trilogy. And Sanchez is like eager, in a way to have that fight. He's very relaxed, calm, and it's kind of reveal his tactics. Okay. Please follow me on Instagram. The link is on the chat. And we'll begin right now. Go, bro. Yeah, Adewale, how you doing, bro?
Hey, brother, I'm good, man. Thank you for having me.
What do you feel about this Ajagba fight right here? And of course, before I get you to give your take, we are gonna be talking about, first of all, just tell me how you feel about it and the press conference here.
I'm gonna be honest here, right? As a guy supporting Efe Ajagba, I'm a little bit worried because I realize, I don't know if my audio is breaking. Is my audio breaking?
No, audio is good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I guess the audio is better now. So what I was saying is, I realized that Frank Sanchez looked calm. He looked like himself. And Ajagba looked a little bit out of character, especially when he stepped up to Frank Sanchez, trying to make him flinch, but Sanchez did not move. And then the questions that if Efe Ajagba replied to did not show me the level of confidence that I was expecting. But at the same time, you could allude that to the fact that Efe Ajagba is not that much of a talker and he doesn't speak too much English, right? So maybe there is a chance he did not properly understand the questions that were being asked. But when he said, "Stay ready, get ready, Frank Sanchez," and that was the only explanation that he had to combat Sanchez. Meanwhile, Sanchez is confidently saying, "Man, I feel like this guy has a good right hand and nothing else. He's not a skilled fighter, so I'm going to capitalize on that." And if we are being honest with ourselves, Sanchez has a good point. And I'm not saying Ajagba is not a skilled fighter. He's a skilled fighter, but in my opinion, from what I've seen so far, he's not as skilled as Frank Sanchez. So the only way that he can win this fight is to, he just has to go for the kill and try to knock this guy out. Otherwise, it's going to be an uphill battle.
We are going to be, of course, talking about the three things Ajagba must do to tame Frank Sanchez, a very hungry Frank Sanchez. But before we do that, I'm going to play this interview right here that Cerebro and Los Deportes, a Spanish and a Cuban boxing analyst or boxing journalist, conducted with Frank Sanchez. This interview revealed a lot. Frank Sanchez spoke and he kind of gave away his game plan against Ajagba. And he's so confident, so sure that he beats Ajagba. I was like, but let me play right here and I'm going to analyze it. I'm going to probably translate it away. So let's get to right here.
Estar tranquilo y no desesperarme, confiar en mi preparación, la preparación que tuve que fue muy buena.
Preparación y lo que
En escuela
y la has estado pidiendo ya por un buen rato.
me siento también como soy cubano, pues defendiendo a mi preparación, me preparé psicológica y nada, salir a ganar, hacer el plan que tenemos, la preparación que tuvimos, poner la manifestación ese día y salir a ganarle convincentemente.
¿Por qué es que tú pediste esta pelea y la has estado pidiendo ya por un buen rato? ¿Por qué querías enfrentarlo a Efe Ajagba?
Porque sé que es un boxeador que no tiene escuela de boxeo, lo único que tiene es la pegada y sé que le voy a ganar convincentemente.
You see, the guy asked him, why did you call Efe Ajagba out? What was the motivation behind you wanting to fight Efe Ajagba? And he said because he's not a skilled fighter, you know, and I believe I'm going to beat him 100%, you know. Sanchez is seen Ajagba as easy work because he believes that he's more superior as a he's more superior boxer than Ajagba. Well, that may be true. However, Ajagba is an overachiever, you know, because Ajagba is a very intelligent guy as well. You look at how he knocked out Brian Howard. You have to go look at that fight and what he did to knock him out. Ajagba was fainting. Remember the first time Ajagba wanted to land his right hand in that fight? I think the third round, beginning of it. And Brian Howard quickly noticed it. It's like, oh, you know, like, hey, this guy's going to throw his right hand now. So he moved, okay? He moved away from the right hand. But Ajagba had to hide the right hand, you know, with feinting and other tactics that Brian Howard didn't see coming. And that's how I did it. Frank Sanchez giving away his tactics.
Con la lentitud esa que él tiene, pues no me va a ver a mí esa noche.
Lo último, ¿qué es lo que te ha ayudado Eddie Reynoso en tu preparación y lo que te ha dicho Canelo, especialmente para una pelea como esta?
Nada, tratar en el enfoque, estar tranquilo.
Bro, you might be on mute.
Y
We
no
can't hear you.
desesperarme, confiar en mi preparación.
You guys can hear me?
Que tuve.
Oh, whoa. Of course you guys can hear me, right? Can you guys hear me on the live chat right there? Let's see. You guys can hear me. Yeah, bro. They can hear me, bro. They can hear me. They can hear me. It's like, wow. I'm just speaking all by myself or what? So, sorry, bro.
Lo último, ¿qué es lo que te ha ayudado Eddie Reynoso en tu preparación y lo que te ha dicho Canelo, especialmente para una pelea como esta?
Nada, tratar en el enfoque, estar tranquilo y no desesperarme, confiar en mi preparación, la preparación que tuve que fue muy buena y ya el trabajo todo va a salir en el ring el sábado.
Y si ganas esta pelea, ¿a dónde crees que llegarías después de esto? ¿Con qué clase de peleador irías?
No, ya luego ganando esta pelea, yo pienso que ya estamos listos para título mundial o pelear entre los primeros peleadores.
So the guy asked the journalist asked him, like, what's next for you if you win this fight? He said, well, he's going to be looking at a world title shot, you know, after if you win this fight. He's so confident that he beats Ajagba. It asks you to, like, let's look at what Frank Sanchez does well than Ajagba. Okay, Frank Sanchez has a better footwork than Ajagba. Okay, good. He's had over 300 amateur fights. In other words, the guy is a supreme boxer. You know, the guy is outside Usyk. I mean, I don't know, outside Usyk and Fury. I don't know who's as skilled as Frank Sanchez. When we look at the boxing pedigree, so this guy's an elite fighter already. Okay. But one thing he doesn't realize is that Ajagba has three things, you know, three things. Where I'm going to speak, let me just speak on what the three things Ajagba needs to do to tame Frank Sanchez. First, Ajagba has 85-inch reach. Oh, 85-inch reach, okay? That's what he has. Frank Sanchez has 78. Ajagba, in other words, Ajagba has a long arm. So Ajagba must keep Frank Sanchez on the bay with the jab at all times. The second is Ajagba must feint a lot. You know, he did it in his last fight. He has to fend a lot and hide that right hand, because Francis right now, you saw Ajagba trying to make Francis shook. Francis is like, he didn't even flinch. The guy is ready for Ajagba. He knows that this guy, yes, Ajagba's reputation is that he's got that right hand. But what he's not expecting Ajagba to do is for Ajagba to like outmaneuver him, in a sense that the guy will now like be kind of confused. What else will because if he cannot get inside Ajagba, how will he land? Okay, how will he land? Because now Francis Sanchez might have like he's got faster hand. He's got more faster hands than Ajagba. His hand speed is more than, of course, we know that. But how do you do that when you are kept outside? Now, Ajagba also need to, maybe because Francis tactics, in the interview, if you watch the whole interview, he did say that he is going to take the fight to Ajagba. In other words, he wants to really test Ajagba's defense. He wants to put pressure on Ajagba and see how Ajagba cope with it. If Ajagba doesn't cope with it, then he's going to apply more pressure and try to take Ajagba out early. Why does Ajagba respond to that? Ajagba need to make sure that he doesn't allow Francis Sanchez to get on the inside. Okay? And when he's moving backward, he has to be ready to throw a body punch. I've never seen Ajagba throw a body punch before, maybe once or twice. So I know he's been working a lot of things in the gym. We are going to see Ajagba it has to adjust as the fight goes on. I believe this is a fight right here that is going to make Ajagba even much of a better fighter, So, those things Ajagba need is jab, loss of feinting. You have to do that, and also try move away from Francis Sanchez's right hand. Because Francis Sanchez, even though he's an orthodox fighter, he can switch to southpaw, and Ajagba knows how to fight southpaw. He knows how to fight southpaw, but Francis Sanchez is a different kind of fish. If Francis Sanchez now see that Ajagba can defend himself while under pressure, Francis Sanchez will run out of options. In other words, he wouldn't know what to do anymore. Ajagba will then pounce on him. With Ajagba long arms, bro. Even the right hand should not even be there. Listen, Ajagba should not even care about the right hand until he needs it. And by the time he needs it, he need to hide it. Okay, disguise it as a jab. Use a jab to disguise it, maybe a left jab to the body, and an over right hand up top. Okay, Ajagba will knock this guy out with one punch. Of course, Francis Sanchez has been in with guys like Ajagba before that have got power. The guy has over 300 amateur fights. Okay, in other words, he's seen Ajagba's type before. But what he hasn't seen before is a 6 feet monster with 87, 85 inch reach that is ready to DIE. In other words, Ajagba is ready to knock, Ajagba is ready to knock Francis Sanchez's head off without even caring what happens. And Ajagba is in a cold mood. In other words, Ajagba don't give a fuck right now. He just want to get the ring. I have to sort of say something though. Ajagba must not fight emotionally. That is very interesting. Don't fight with emotion, because if you do that, Francis Sanchez is going to have the better of him. So those are the things that Ajagba must do to tame Francis Sanchez. Because in as much as we believe Ajagba have the tools, have enough tools to beat Francis Sanchez. Francis Sanchez is not a joke to anybody. That's just the fact. Let's go around here. Adewale Adewale, what are the things or three things you think Ajagba must do to tame Frank Sanchez on your end?
First thing Ajagba needs to do is to cut the ring off. Like, we don't know what kind of training he has been going through in this training camp with K Koroma, but I believe that if he has the ability to cut the ring off, then that would negate um the moving abilities of Frank Sanchez, because Frank Sanchez is a mover. This guy, he pivots around the left. He actually fights southpaw sometimes. Frank Sanchez. He's not just orthodox. He switches. So Sanchez is a good mover. If Ajagba is able to cut off the ring, that would reduce Frank Sanchez's successes. Secondly, Ajagba would need to be extremely calculative. I don't think he needs to rush in there in the first couple of rounds and be swinging hard, looking for the KO. He needs to study Sanchez. He needs to initiate an attack and observe how Sanchez reacts. Observe what Sanchez is doing. Try to understand what Sanchez does in his first attacks too, so that you can know how to react. In all honesty, man, this is going to be a tough fight for Ajagba, but he can do it. He has what it takes to beat this guy. Like you highlighted initially, he has the reach advantage. He has a massive right hand, which, if he can land it, it would hurt Sanchez. But Sanchez would be looking out for that right hand. So the third thing that Ajagba needs to do is to hide the right hand, because Sanchez is already aware that this guy has a dangerous right hand, and I need to be aware I must not get touched by this right hand. Plus, like you said earlier, Sanchez has over 300 amateur fights. He has a huge experience under him. I know if you look at his box rec, it says here that he's 29 years old. He definitely don't look 29 to me. Okay, this guy has a long resume, a lot of experience fighting out of Cuba. Moved to the United States. He's fought about 15 times now as a professional, and he's experienced, bro. Whether we like it or not, Ajagba has a tough test in front of him, but I believe he can pass this test. So the first thing he needs to do, cut off the ring. Second thing he needs to do is be a little bit patient. Try to study Frank Sanchez. Watch out what he does. Then you react. And also, if you initiate an attack first, observe how Frank Sanchez reacts so you can adjust and have a better chance at landing the punches and evading the punches coming from Frank. And the third thing that Ajagba needs to do is to hide the right hand. I hope he has trained properly for these in training camp. And that's all I have.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate your take on this. Let's go about on here, Ibrahim. Ibrahim, what do you make of Ajagba Frank Sanchez fight? What tactics would you advise Ajagba to go in with? I know Ajagba has his own tactics. However, there are three things Ajagba must do to tame Frank Sanchez. And those things, we've highlighted those things, but I guess you have more to add to it as well.
Yeah, bro, in my mind, it's not really to do with strategy. It's just more to do with mindset. Like, the first thing he has to do is he has to be intense. He has to be intense, which is kind of what, to speak to what Adewale say. Like, don't let this guy just come in and start trying to dance around you, like, straight from the jump off. You need to let this guy know, like, listen, bro, it's not going to be one of them nights. I'm not here just trying to look for the right hand all fucking evening and you're going to dance around and trying to avoid it. It's not one of them nights. If I need to rough you up and punch you up and do what I need to do, that's what's going to happen. And he has to set that tone from the start. So that's the first thing, intensity. Yeah. The second thing is he needs to bang him in his face in the first few rounds. Like AJ got banged in his face, yeah? In the first round, he's like, oh, shit, yeah? That's what fucking Ajagba needs to do. He needs to bang him in his face the first round so this guy knows, like, oh, shit, that's the fucking power that I'm trying to fucking avoid. And even if it's not in his face, bro, even if it's his chest, even if it's his arm, just something for him to feel that power and say, shit,
he's not just thinking about his game plan now. He has to think, fuck, I don't want that fucking shot on my chin. Yeah? And just be a little bit wary of that fucking shot. So that will at least throw him off his game a little bit. And then the first thing is like hiding that right hand. I don't know if I would say that. I don't know if I would say that. I would just say he just needs to set it up properly. Like he's kind of contradicting and also agreeing with before Adewale said as well. Like, I don't think he needs to hide as much, but Adewale also said like he needs to set it up perfectly, which is what I think he needs to do more than like in terms of hiding it. Like I said, Sanchez would have fought someone like him before. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to avoid that, right? But he needs to set it up in a way. It might take him 5-6 rounds to actually land the punch. Do you know what I mean? It might take him 5-6 rounds to actually land that punch. Yeah, you're still throwing your punch. Yeah, you're hitting him, body, chest, all of that. But that actual killer punch that you're looking to throw, it might take you 5-6 rounds because you're just watching him, you're watching his movements, you're seeing what he's doing. Do you know what I'm saying there? And in your head, you're just thinking, okay, I'm seeing this pattern, this is what I'm going to do. And I think because if he throws that right hand too often, like the power punch too often, I think Sanchez is much more skilled than Ajagba. That once he clocks the pattern of that right hand, like it's game over. Do you know what I mean? So I think it just needs to be cagey with that right hand. But those are the three things, man. Intensity, yeah. Make him feel the punch in the first few rounds, first couple of rounds. Make him feel the power. You know what I'm saying? And then just be strategic.
Do you know that Fran Sanchez is dangerous in the first few rounds?
This is what I'm saying. You need to throw him off his game.
Fran Sanchez is planning to walk Ajagba down. Yeah. So it means that Ajagba's defensive mechanism has to be top notch. You know what I mean?
What did they say is the best defense, bro?
Bro, it has to be top notch. In other words, Ajagba must make Fran Sanchez respect his power. You know, because Fran Sanchez plans to walk Ajagba down. That's what he plans to do.
He wants to walk him down.
He wants to walk him down to see how Ajagba deals with the pressure.
Like you said.
Yeah, bro.
100%. Like you said, right now,
bro, I don't know what's happening, but your network is messed up, bro.
He doesn't see himself losing. So Ajagba can't let him come and try to survive this first few rounds. He has to come with that intensity straight away. Let him look. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can.
No? Oh, no. You can hear me now? Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, he needs to let him know from the get-go, like, it's not going to be one of them fights. That's where the intensity comes in. But if he's looking to walk him down, like, I wasn't even thinking that, to be fair, but if he's thinking to walk him down, even more so why you have to let him know, like, we're fucking having it today. If you think this is what you're coming to do, then we're fucking having it today. I just have that intensity from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? And make him feel the power. Once he feels that power, bro, his whole game plan, yeah, it's not going to throw his game plan out the window in this first couple of rounds, but he's going to be a lot more fucking cagey with his game plan. He's like, oh, I don't want to get hit with that punch on my chin. You know what I'm saying? And then he's going to be a little bit more strategic. Even if he's planning to walk him down, he's going to be a bit more careful about how he does it. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just think that's what Ajagba needs to do, man. But obviously, we're all saying this, but Sanchez is the most skilled fighter. Sanchez would have fought someone like Ajagba before. He is a tough knife for Ajagba, I must admit. But obviously, we're talking keys to victory, innit? That's my opinion on that.
Well, this is a fight that can if Ajagba beats Fran Sanchez, automatically I think Ajagba will learn more from Fran Sanchez's win. You know, 100%. Because that is him going to the next level, even like not next, 2 steps ahead of where he is now. You know, because you have to know that, like I said, outside Fury and Usyk, bro, I don't know any other fighter in the heavyweight division that is as skillful as Fran Sanchez, bro. We are talking about a dangerous fighter right now. A dangerous fighter. A fighter that is so skilled. His footwork alone. I mean, I watched the sparring between Frank Sanchez and our brother Rafa Akpajori. I think that's 2 years ago or something like that. Bro, I watched it. That was when I was like, that was when my jaw dropped, you know, just watching Frank Sanchez. His movement, Akpajori has that power. He knew Akpajori had the power, okay, to hurt him. It was the movement. He used movement to frustrate Akpajori. And Akpajori could not catch him. He knew that Akpajori is more powerful than him, okay? But what he did was, you know, he would throw a left hook like this, land it, and then move quickly, you know? His head movement is top notch. But I think what might work against him is that Ajagba's got long arms. So he's going to reach you one way or another. You know, he's going to reach you. He's got long arms. He's got longer arms than Rafa Akpajori. He's going to reach you. So I think Frank Sanchez is just going to come in and he wants to get on the inside of Ajagba to trade with him. That's what he might do. But if Frank Sanchez start this fight just by boxing, because his game plan, he gave it away, you know, in a Spanish interview, saying, listen, I'm ready for this fight. I'm going to escape this guy. I'm going to move forward this guy. I'm going to put pressure on this guy, you know, and show him how good I am. Now, if he does that and it doesn't work out, he'll be defeated mentally. I believe Ajagba's chin is good. Ajagba can take a punch. You know, I just don't know. But like he said, Ajagba is nervous. Did you see any? I mean, did you see any sign of it yesterday? I didn't really see it, but I feel like the press conference, it felt like Ajagba versus Aliere Demirezen. You know, Demirezen, of course, we know is an Olympian. You know, that guy has got, you know, granite chain. You know, like that chain is like a rock. You don't break it easily. Ajagba didn't expect that, but in this fight, I think Ajagba expect that. You know, expect him and Francis to go to war. You know, Adewale, are you there, bro?
Yeah. I'll be honest. I can analyze Ajagba's behavior from the presser as out of character. He wasn't himself, you know, and maybe he's just trying to sell the fight. He must have been taking some advice from people around him, you know, within the sport, his family, to speak up more, because that way, when you become victorious, you are more marketable and your finances will grow. So maybe that's what he was trying to do, but he looked a little bit unnatural, standing there, you know, trying to make this guy flinch, you know, like you're currently showing on the screen. I just feel like, man, I don't know, man. I would have preferred it if Ajagba was himself. But at the same time, I can't really pinpoint all that activity as being nervous. But definitely, there are some nerves flying around there. Even Frank Sanchez that looked a little bit composed. Frank Sanchez looked calm. That don't mean that he wasn't nervous. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I really don't know. I hope for a good fight. I like both guys, to be honest, but I'm rooting more for Ajagba for obvious reasons. He's my Niger brother, and I want him to do well in the heavyweight division. And if he can come through this fight, that is a solid test that he has just passed. A very, very good one.
So, do you think Ajagba should make it a war? Like, of course, both of these guys have game plans. Frank Sanchez is looking to put pressure on Ajagba and outskill him, you know. Do you think it should be a war? Like, if Ajagba now see that Frank Sanchez is gaining, because Frank Sanchez have never been down, right?
Not that I know of. I don't think so.
Yeah, I've never seen him down before. So, in other words, Ajagba will make a big statement if he drops Frank Sanchez. you know. But I don't think that should be like, I think his right hand should be just like, his right hand shouldn't even be the concern or the priority in a way. He should just hide it properly and land it when it's right, you know, when the time is right. You know?
You know what I feel? You know what I feel, bro? I feel like Frank Sanchez, he's not one of the most powerful punchers out there, but he has a good punching power too. 13 wins, 18 wins, 13 wins by KO/TKO, 5 decisions. More than likely, this fight is not going to go the distance because I just feel like Sanchez himself is very, very aggressive, especially when he has you hurt. So if for any reason Frank Sanchez is able to connect a punch that wobbles Ajagba slightly, he's going to go for the kill. For that reason, Ajagba needs to have it in his toolbox. I don't know what he has been training on during training camp, but I hope this has been touched upon too. He needs to have a dog mentality, the ability to go to war if necessary against Frank Sanchez. And I feel like Ajagba is probably physically stronger than Frank Sanchez. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe because I know that Ajagba eats certain Niger Delta foods from the Benin Empire that makes their bones extremely strong. Ajagba is a big, strong dude. So if they have to wrestle and fight on the inside, I just feel like Ajagba should have the better of Sanchez. However, Sanchez is extremely experienced, slick. He would know how to prevent such situations from happening. So to answer your question, man, Ajagba needs to have it in his toolbox, the ability to go to war if necessary. Stick to the game plan. If the game plan is not working, go to plan B. If plan B is for you to go to a war, cut the ring off, hit this guy to the body, to the face as much as possible. You need to cut the ring off because he's going to be moving away. Sanchez is going to be moving like crazy. If Ajagba is able to cut the ring off and bring the war to Sanchez, he would have some success when and if plan A, the original game plan, is not working.
Yeah, bro, you're definitely right. Do you want to add anything to that, Ibrahim?
Nah, I think it's spot on.
By the way, I like we know the weighing is today. I think it's tonight. Tonight, yeah. What weight are you expecting Ajagba to come in?
I don't know what way does he normally come in. I mean, he's not someone he doesn't go up and come back down in weight. So he's pretty consistent, isn't he?
Like it normally comes around 240, right?
Yeah, 240.
And he always looks slim. But it's not.
Yeah, he's a lean, strong guy, man. Ajagba is a lean, strong.
When Joshua comes in 240, you just see that the guy has some weight on him. You know.
Yeah.
Ajagba just look like, you know, you look like, of course it's bigger than water, but it doesn't seem so.
That bone density, bro.
Bro, Ajagba's weight is all bones, bro.
For years, bro.
Bro, it's all bones, man. Like I've never you know, when you see some 250, like Ajagba can even be 250 and still look like that. You know? But he told me though that all he eats is Nigerian food, bro. Yeah, bro. He told me it's all he eats is Nigerian food, bro. He don't eat you know, like the American food like that. Maybe once in a while.
Is feasting, bro. Ajagba is feasting on that akpu, on that, you know, that ogbono. Bro, the man's bones, are dense as hell, bro.
This guy say akpu. You know what? Do you know if people here know what akpu is, bro?
Yo, I can explain to them, man. I don't know if people know what cassava is. If you know what cassava is, akpu is made from cassava.
I don't know about people in America. I don't think they know that. I didn't know that, bro.
Yeah, they probably won't have an idea.
I think people in the UK, our people in the UK would know that, but I don't know about the ones in America. They don't know what cassava is or akpu or anything like that.
No, they will know, bro. They will know. America is close to the tropics, you know. It's close to Florida. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Mexico,
but do they harvest cassava there in America or what? No.
They do in South America, though. To be fair,
in South America, yeah.
Yeah, but their cassava in South America is not as strong now like the one we have. Those ones are artificial. Yes, no, it's yeah, no, like the ones in South America is like it's artificial. You know, like not artificial, but it's not like it's not as organic like the one like the ones we have. You know, the ones they have in South America, they've, you know, when they plant those seeds and everything, they use fertilizer to, you know, hard fertilizer to it to grow quicker. And you know, the real one we eat in Nigeria, the real one that comes from Nigeria is like organic. You know, so it just give you double strength.
Let me say something. Do you know this? I might be wrong, but I believe cassava originates from South America. Actually, it was shipped to Africa by the Europeans when they were exploring planting all types of plants all over the world, like 500 years ago. But cassava, I believe it originates from Latin America. Actually, you'll be surprised.
bro. I don't believe so, bro. I don't believe so.
It could have gone either way.
I can't speak for other people. I can't speak for other people.
I know it is a staple in South America, so I don't know where it's come from.
I can't speak for other people. Other Africans.
Yeah, it is. Bro, I just checked it out now. I literally just checked it out. Cassava is native to South America and was exported to other parts of the world at some point. So yeah, it's native to South America.
Who told you it's native to South America? Google. Or what?
Yeah.
Bro, forget about Google. We're talking about real life right now. Bro. Cassava, I just listen.
But also,
Cassava, has been, I don't know about, I cannot speak for other parts of Africa. But when we are talking about where I'm from, even the era of Pa Ogbede, 1,589 years ago, we are talking about 432 AD now, when Pa Ogbede ruled Igbodo then. Okay? There was already cassava there. What are you saying? I mean, how can you say that they brought cassava? So you're not saying that Portuguese never traded cassava in the 15th century with us? No. What are you saying, bro? No. Bro, we didn't trade cassava with Portuguese, bro.
Let me explain something.
It's just like iron, for example. Where I just read somewhere the other day where they say, oh, iron will they brought iron to Africa. It's like, bro, do you know that the Ada at Eben was invented by Ogiso Ere in 16 CE? We are talking about 2,000 years ago, and it was made of iron then. It might be that we brought some, we used some, but it doesn't mean that it came from them. What are you saying, bro? So you're not saying that they brought it to us. Maybe some other place in Africa, but I'm not where I'm from, bro.
No, brother, you need to understand something.
No,
you need
where
to
I'm
understand
from.
something. This is not about emotions. This is about facts and real life. When it comes to plants and animals, a lot of plants are not native to where they are found today. Let's say now,
all the animals we have are native to South America, right?
No.
We are also native to South America, right?
Okay,
no. We're talking about cassava now, bro.
Africa is the oldest continent on the planet Earth. Everything a lot of the things came from there. We already have. What are you saying, bro?
Can I just say one thing? Let me just make a point quickly, yeah. So you know that in the belly of the mummies, the Egyptian mummies, yeah. You know that they found cocaine. Cocaine in the belly of the Egyptian mummies. How do you explain that? Cocaine is.
I don't know about that, bro. Someone put it there, bro.
South America, right?
Someone put it there. Someone put it there, bro. There was no cocaine that time. What year was it? What year was it?
What year was what?
Yeah, what year? Yeah, what year was it?
You're talking about the discovery.
Yeah, the what year did that mummy rule? That Egyptian mummy.
The mummy. I mean, it's Egyptian mummies, isn't it? We're talking thousands of years ago, really.
So you're not saying that UK has been in existence?
Cocaine, but that's the point. Cocaine,
bro.
It's not
South America, bro. When did the Europeans go? Listen, let me ask you one question right now. When did the Europeans?
This is historically relevant.
Now, I'm asking right now. Wait, let me ask you a question now.
Okay, go on.
When did the Europeans invade South America? when would they, like, because they said they discovered, they didn't discover it. There were already people there.
Well, they did it. Technically speaking, that was Columbus. So
what year was it? How long is it now?
Wasn't that in the 1400s or something?
Bro, it's not up to it's not up to 800 years.
But listen,
Okay.
listen to what I'm saying.
So we are talking about indigenous people who've been there for thousands of years, and you're comparing it to like people like, bro,
The reason I brought up the Egyptian
cassava
right, is because,
I don't know about other African nations, but I'm talking about where I'm from. Okay.
The reason why I brought the cocaine stuff. The reason why I brought the cocaine stuff is because they said that there was no way that Africans were already traveling. You know, Mansa Musa, we know what happened. Yeah?
Yeah, I know what happened.
About actually abdicating the throne, sailing to the west on the ship, all of that stuff, yeah? Now, Africans had already been to America even fucking before Columbus, right? So obviously what these people were doing, they were using botany, they were using oceanology, and they were using different scientific basis to actually prove. And actually the woman who actually discovered this cocaine in the bellies of the mummy from the Smithsonian Library, she was the same person that fucking discovered DNA from a strand of hair. So she had that scientific credibility, but all of a sudden that credibility was questioned when the same woman now said Africans had already been in America at this time, because there's nowhere else they could have got that cocaine in the system but in South America and in the Americas. It's not possible. So they would have had to be there.
Bro, so if you look at, let's look at, for example, there is an ancient civilization. There is an ancient civilization in Mexico, right? The Olmec era. You know the Olmec era, right?
One thing is they could have brought cassava if they sniffed cocaine.
You know the Olmec. You've read of the Olmec or the Olmec people, right? You saw the artifacts and everything, bro. Those are black people, bro. Okay,
bro, see their lips, the size of the shape
bro.
of their head,
Those were black people. That's the. I mean, you have to also look at our brothers in Melanesia, the Melanesian people. Let's say the Aboriginal Australians. You know, you have the people from the New Guinea. You know, Solomon Islands, all those places. You know, bro. Those guys left. Yeah, Papua Guinea. Those guys left Africa maybe 50,000 years ago, bro. You know, that's too small. Maybe 100,000 years ago, bro. Those guys were the first to leave Africa then, because people were just looking for a way to survive. Because you understand that we were so many that time that everybody had to go their own way. Some of them left. Some went to even what's his name? What's this island? Where's this island? Is in the Indian Ocean. In this island there, what's it called? CD people, right? No, not CD. No, there's no CD. CD we're taking from Kenya. There's this island there that, Fiji. No. These people this place this island is controlled by Indian government. They are only 400 now. Their population has almost died off. There are only 400 of them now.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. You know, they look just like us. You know. They look like, like us. I mean, we the Western Bantu or something like that, or Bantu, I don't know. Well, they look just like us, you know, with the same nose, the same kind of face and the way. If you see them, you cannot differentiate them between. You cannot differentiate them between between us and them. No difference. Okay. Now,
so you won't be saying now only Africans the carry.
Listen. One thing is for sure. Africa is where humans originated.
So far that's what science tells us for sure.
Bro, it is the fact. So
so far it's a fact.
So we came here. We're here before any of those other races came along, and we're here before. You understand? So we are talking about. Listen, if there was no record, in where I'm from, then I would say I would believe the wallet is maybe the Portuguese brought it. One thing is certain: the Portuguese came to Benin Empire around 1540, something like that, in the reign of Ebawar. The trade that we did with the Portuguese, nothing like cassava, bro. Okay, so we know what we traded with the Portuguese. We know the trade we involved with the Portuguese. So what I'm telling you that maybe they brought it to other places in Africa, but not to where I'm from. So it didn't take place like that. So when you look at Google, I see Google like some of the things you go, I just laugh. How can cassava come from South America? Maybe there's also there, because after all, these things they are plants. You know, it's a plant, so a plant can grow anywhere, bro. So maybe we have to go ask the creator. You know, I mean, everybody. Maybe we have to ask our Christian brothers, Muslim brothers, like to ask the creator. You know, their creator. You know, let's get answers from them. Then we can believe them.
Those ones don't give you answers. Those ones will confuse you even more.
Well, I say we have to ask. I mean, because
if you ask the Christian, they will tell you one thing. If you ask the Muslim, they will tell you another thing. So by the end of the day, we'll be very more confused. So let's just leave it there.
yeah, bro, we have to leave it there. So, like we were saying, Ajagba, he hits the natural, you know, organic African cassava. Okay.
Apple.
No. In Midwest region, it's not called Akbu, it's called Santana, bro. It's called Akbu in the southeast, but it's not called Akbu in Midwest. Like Midwest now consisting of, like, we used to be Bende and then Edo Delta. It's called Santana, not Akbu. Akbu is in the southeast, bro.
And for those that don't know what this is, we're talking about fufu, the very popular West African food. Fufu.
Everyone will know fufu. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it.
Is it? But the way Ghanaians make fufu is different, though. In a way, I mean, I've seen them make it.
It's a little bit different, but
It's not Akbu, bro. It's not Satana, bro. It's not the way they make it is different. Of course, they still use the cassava, but it's different in a way. Yeah, I think it's different in a way. So, guys, of course, we are going to be tomorrow. We will go live and do the final prediction for sure. In fact, we might react to it today as well, or to the weigh-in as well. We'll have to do the final prediction tomorrow as well. And for the water one, we'll be right back to talk about Deontay Wilder. And Wilder is bulked up like a gorilla, bro. So, what do you make of that when we come back? But before we come back, let me just say, big ups to each and every one of you that are watching right now. You know, it's always nice to have people here, even though you guys are not many. But even if I have 10 people watching, it's better than having fake 1,000 people watching. That's what make BBC special. You know, we always appreciate the people that support us and motivate us to do even more. Shout out to the people on the live chat. Shout out to my brother Adewale. Even though you're also here with me, you're also on the live chat. Like your highest day two place. You know, your highest day everywhere, Adewale. Shout out to Lucan. Even though I disagree with you, though, I disagree with Lucan in many things, but at least he always come on and support. You know, that's something that you always have to appreciate.
Lucan is a good brother, man. Lucan is a very good brother, man.
Shout out to Jenny, Ryan, Bruce. He or she says Efe will win the fight. Shout out to Kings Osayende. Shout out to Ike Joku. Shout out to Kevin Odetta. He said Efa. I mean, it's Efe, bro, not Efa. Efa is a religion in Ishekiri, right? Like Ifa, something like that. Shout out to Kevin Odetta. Shout out to Lisa Belts for always supporting the channel. I appreciate you, Miss Lisa. Lucan says, BBC, you have added 5 inches to Ajagba. Have you forgotten elderly people's bone strength? Well, Ajagba, Ajagba, I thought Ajagba is 87 now. We'll see 85-inch reach on Bostrick, but I believe he's 87, bro. I don't know.
No, bro. You know, you don't get the joke. Lucan is trying to say that Ajagba is an elderly citizen.
Elderly citizen. No,
And
no,
I've
no, no.
told him
He's not.
several times.
He's
Ajagba
not.
is a
He's
young
not
guy.
a citizen.
Guy is young, bro.
I don't want to mention the guy name, but the other one is older than Ajagba. Okay,
Definitely. That guy
he's
looks older
older
than
than
him.
Ajagba. So like, and that one is 34, but maybe more than that. I don't know. Yeah, but he's older than Ajagba. So the age shouldn't be far from each other like that. You know. And the guy knew Ajagba when Ajagba was, I think when Ajagba was a teenager. You know, when Ajagba was young. Ajagba is just one of those guys. You know, you have to understand that we have yeah, we are West Africans, we have giants, bro. We have giants, right? I'm tall myself, not too tall like that. Yeah, I'm tall for a man. And my son is going to be taller than me as well. It's just one of the things that happen. You see, don't you see what Emmanuel Diaz said? Diaz said 6'7", huh? He's just 23 years old. So if Odase was born in Nigeria, you won't believe he's 22. No, he's 22 years old, not 23. But he was born in Germany here. So, you cannot deny that. You cannot say, oh, you cannot hard to it. And Odase doesn't look 22. Does he look 22 to you? When you see Odase now, but Odase, do you see that as 22 years old? No. It looks old. It looks like 20, 25, 28 or so. But he's 22 years old. Still very much young, So maybe Ajagba is like that. Of course, some people might say, well, Ajagba facial structure is very, very strong. But Deontay Wilder facial structure is just strong as well, though. I mean, what is 37,
if
right?
If you think about it, Ajagba and Deontay, they look very similar. Those two guys.
Yeah, they look similar, well, if you look at the history, they have the same ancestry, though, so I guess that's what they have the same ancestry, bro. Like Urobo people migrate from Caribbean Empire, bro. In fact, there is actually no difference between me and a Urobo person. It's just that my forefathers migrated from Igoromigodo to Orion area, and their forefathers migrated from Igoromigodo to to Ughelli, where they are now. That's only difference, bro. Just as the same, some Asian ancestors migrate from Igoromigodo to where they are now. Same as Isoko. No, I think Isoko was part of it before, then they became different. And Okbe also see themselves different in a way. But all those guys, all of us were all like from the same ancestry in a way. Just that everybody find their way. And then as time went on, language started developing, their language started developing, but still their language sounds similar, to ours. So it's just one of those things that happen. So ancestrally, Wilder and Efe Ajagba, they're like, they are not different from each other, bro. So that's why maybe they look alike. I don't know. Or it could just be that maybe they are black. What's so funny though? White people always say all black people look alike. But I think that some of them are just like a little bit racist when they say that. So I remember one time someone saw me and said, "Oh, you look like you look like Deontay Wilder," and I was like, I mean, this was a German. Like, he was telling me that. I said, "Listen, bro, why you lying? Like, why are you racist like this? I mean, I don't look like Deontay Wilder, bro. I don't look like Deontay Wilder at all. I don't even not a slight bit. Don't just group everybody to be the same. I think it's very, very rude of them, though. So I'll just see someone like that. You just say, it's just like how okay. We also like. I think we also have this this perception about Asians. We think all of them are loaded. I mean, not me. I don't think so. But when I was young, I used to think all Asians are Jet Li and Bruce Lee. Yes.
Don't worry, we're all guilty.
Remember when we were growing up in Nigeria, I used to watch a lot of Chinese movies. I don't know if you know this movie right here. What is it called? It's called something like Twins. You remember this movie Twins? It was Jet Li. It was Jet Li and the other guy. I don't know if it's Jet Li. Was it Jet Li then? Yeah. It was Jet Li, the other guy. and they trained together, you know, they were trained by the same masters, and they both went their own path. The guy became, you know, a general, you know, he joined the boss, you know, he became a general in the army or so. And the army Jet Li was like, became a disciple, you know, like it was on the good side, and the guy, they were like twins, they grew up together, they fought together, they even have similar style. Bro, that movie used to be my best movie. And then Soldier Boys, this American movie, Soldier Boys. I don't know if you remember it. Do you remember that movie?
Soldier Boy. No, I know Universal Soldier.
Bro, you remember Soldier Boy? Bro, I used to watch that movie a lot, bro. Like, oh my god, that movie was bomb, bro. Like, I think this movie came out, I think in the 90s. It came out in the 90s. I don't know, it was the 90s or so. I don't know what time it came out. In the 90s or 2000, I don't know. But this movie was very good. I used to watch it, bro. Man, memory. So it's just one. I think we're all guilty, man. You know, we're all guilty because we think some of them, they look the same. I mean, I don't know, but I cannot differentiate a Korean and a Japanese. Only when they dress, only with their dress code, I can differentiate them. But if I see them on the road, I can't differentiate them. You know, or a Chinese, I cannot differentiate Chinese and a Korean. Only with their costume, you know, their traditional clothing, and maybe their language. Because I watch a lot of Korean, you know, a lot of Korean movies, you know, and then now I'm used to the language, like not understanding it, but when I hear it, I know this is Korean language or this Chinese, this Mandarin also. So it's one of those things we have to learn, bro. So guys, we'll be right back very soon to talk about the Under the Bronze Bar Water. And I know Adewale, I told Adewale, I said I don't know if Adewale will, if Deontay Wilder will get the win. Adewale is very confident, and I think he's going to bet on it. We'll talk about it right now. So guys, stay tuned. We'll be right back, and thanks for supporting the channel. God bless you all.